Hello. This is my review on Ocean's 11, the remake. With George Clooney. That's based off of an older movie from the 50s or 60s, I believe. It called Ocean's 11 with the same premise. Basically, this is the remake to that older movie called Ocean 11. This movie is more well known than the original. And people say remakes are nothing good can come from remakes. Fucking hypocrites. Yeah, we get movies like Ocean's 11, which kind of, well, is by definition, by majority of public, better than the original. Because it's kind of, it gets more of a fan base, I guess. But then again, so is The Wizard of Oz, and also versus the original Wizard of Oz, the one without Judy Garland, which was a black and white silent film. Just like, Judy Garland's one is the one that more people think of when they think of the word Wizard of Oz. Yet, sometimes we get crap like, I don't know, James Cameron's Titanic. A over-bloated, tutti-frutti love story that's 3 hours long. Over 3 hours long, like 3 hours and 15 minutes long. That's even more popular than the original predecessors tell the same movie that was black and white, titled Titanic, was the same premise based off the tragedy of Titanic. That movie was, the original one, I thought was better than what James Cameron did. Could have, yeah, maybe with more modern effects. It could have modernized it, maybe it could be better with more modern effects, but other than that, it's pretty good. I thought that story for the original Titanic. So, Ocean 11 is like, what if Home Alone was made for kids? That was made for kids. What if Home Alone that was made for kids made an adult version of a movie? That's how the whole Ocean 11's George Clooney Ocean's lives like. It's like the adult version of Home Alone. For the adults. The writing is that funny and clever and mean-spirited. Where it's like Macaulay Culkin himself with Kevin, and is like the character for Ocean's 11. As in, the cast makes these characters likable because there's not much to like about these characters on paper. They're pretty much irredeemable jackasses. And they're immature and hilarious. Like Macaulay Culkin's psychotic Kevin character from the first two Home Alone movies. That's a tad bit bloodthirsty psychopath. However, I will say the Ocean's 11 cast are well more well-rounded because they at least feel bad for when they have to hurt the innocent, when they have to, like, basically fuck over somebody, like, a random stranger that's in their way. Like, for example, in the movie Ocean's 12, when they basically were making this guy live in hell, is guys basically and who's losing all of his money and the making his life a living hell in the 12 Oceans movie because, you know, they need him out of the way. So they need him to lose all his life. So at least shows that they felt bad. By letting him letting him win a lot of money at the end at the end of the movie. But is it a good movie? Or is it one of my favorite movies? Yes and no. Yes, it's a good movie. No, it's not one of my favorites. And it could have been better, I think. No, maybe. Maybe because it's not one of my favorites, that's why I think it could have been better. But I don't know what it's missing. I just know it's missing something to get me at least mostly invested in it. I just feel like I'd be constantly aware that I'm watching a movie. Like the Keaton Batman movies, or the Schumacher Batman movies, or every Batman movie that's not Robert Pattinson Batman movie. What's the serious ground to take on Batman types, is what I'm trying to say on the big screen. For all the above. Big, dark, quote-unquote, dark versions of Batman. As in, they all are not believable to me, and I couldn't get emotional reactions to any of them, except for Robert Pattinson's. Yes. For all live adaptations of dark versions of Batman after the Adam West era. Since Keaton donned the cowl and from beyond that. Which I will call what Robert Pattinson broke the Batman curse. Which where Batman curse is where he gets like sidetracked in his, or is sidetracked, or he's the main focus, but he still comes across flat and a little unrelatable and one-dimensional prick. That kills for the fuck of it. And as quote-unquote Gotham Great Protector Dark Knight. Blah, 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 yeah. I don't buy it, but for Robert Pattinson, I did buy it. That's what I'm trying to say. The one time I did buy it, that was for dark, gritty takes on Batman, was only with Robert Pattinson's. Not with Keaton, not with Bale, and definitely not with Clooney. Or Kilmer. Or Michael Keaton. Even. They're not Batman, and they're not good Bruce Wayne either. They're all shit. They fall flat in one dimension, all unrelatable just about in every way, in the costume and outside the costume. Pathetic. Just like Spider-Man. Live adaptations, the free live adaptation with Squire, Tom, and Andrew Garfield. Period. But those make those versions of character bad. No, just mediocre 5 out of 10, forgettable, unrelatable, bland, one-dimensional, selfish pricks. For Maguire and to all of the Batman that are not Robert Pattinson's. Which also 3 Spider-Mans. Also all the Spider-Mans in live action. Going back to the Maguire era. And the 70s era, I'm going to count that one out. So, too. I hate the 70s Spider-Man 2 in live action, too. They were on television show. Screw that television show. They all mediocre flat garbage. 5 out of 10. Mickey, blah, blah, blah. Gibberish, garbage. They're not special for me. None of them. Just like the Mission Impossible movies aren't special to me. Or good. They are average, stupid, dumb, forgettable, garbage fucking films. Like Ocean's 11, which George Clooney had and made. That's why I like George Clooney's Ocean's 11, but I don't love it. 5 out of 10. The movie I give. And now we go on to Ocean's 12. It continues the story after the guys get money. They decide to get more money and just do the same thing over again. Polo hates to get money, even though they already got enough money. They want to get more money, so they leave their girlfriends and they get more money and create another heist. Win again, succeed. Blah. 5 out of 10. It just rehashes. This is the same plot, but except with more people involved with the heist for Ocean's 12. Or different amount of people. Or different people members. I'm not really sure. There's no people going, people mixed with old people mixed with new people. This involvement with the heist. Then we do Ocean's 13, and it pretty much does the same exact rehearse, the same exact first 2 premise of the previous films. Okay, it's a heist. And of course, the guys always, including some, comes out on top. But, and also, which kind of would be nice to know if it showed that they were struggling, at least in the at least a good chunk, and every thing was going wrong. At least the Mission Impossible movies, as mediocre and as poorly developed the characters were, especially around Ethan Hunt, at least those made sense. The heist. Well, you know, and you felt like somewhat invested. You feel a bit more for these characters. Even less so for the Mission Impossible characters. Wishing flatter than the Furious and Fast and the Furious characters from those franchise, all 10 movies. And I'm just going to say, those are better characters than the MCU movies have put out. And DC Universe. And all of these movies I put out for Ocean's 11s. And the ones I mentioned in this video. To big spring monster, okay? I'm saying those are better movies than all Mission Impossible movies. Those are 10 out of 10, damn it. They're not perfect, but they will do enough to be considered one of my favorites. Each one. All of them. I haven't seen 9 yet, though. Okay? I'll go into those movies some other day, okay? The point is, Ocean's 11, the characters are so boring. And not fun. Or relatable. Or over the you know, they're trying grounded characters with little to no personality. In a grounded world. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's not going to work for me. A grounded world with grounded characters to little to no personality really makes a very stupid, little to no point watching a fucking movie for the viewer. I'm sorry for me. Weak characters or boring characters will kill a movie for me. Period. That can be forgettable. Also, bad characters can be. And guess what the Ocean's movies are guilty of? All the above. The entire trilogy up to Ocean's 12, including Ocean's 12, is guilty of this. They all get a whopping 5 out of 10 from me. My final verdict of them. Subscribe and like this video, please. Okay? Look, I don't hate them, I just don't like them that much. Ah, this feels good to talk about that. Okay. Goodbye. And that's all.